Hello. So this is my day 17 video. 17th day on trail. It's well past my 17th day at trail. Um but it's an important video. Um Day 17, which is the 1st of March. I don't know why I had to look at the calendar. The 1st of March was day 17th on trail for me this year. 1st of March of this year. And it's an important day for me. A really big, important day for me. Not just being on trail, just being human. Um, 2 years prior to this, which was a year prior to me doing the trail last year, there was one thing I had to get rid of for me to be able to even do the trail. And that was to stop my nicotine addiction. Not a smoker. I dipped. Um, Joined the Army when I was 17 years old. I was still a senior in high school when I joined the Army. My senior year of high school, I once a month had to go do National Guard drills because I enjoyed in the delay entry program. So, I did the whole weekend warrior thing until I graduated, and then I went regular Army. And was introduced to nicotine. Um, up until that time, the only thing I knew about nicotine was, my dad dipped. He dipped Copenhagen. I always saw the Copenhagen stuff in the trash and whatnot. But when I joined the Army, that was just something that was offered, and I did it. I remember the first time I did it. Oh my gosh. First time I ever did dipped tobacco, put a pinch of Copenhagen in my mouth. I was on cloud nine. I was like, poof, gone. It was a high. But then that just developed a crazy addiction for me from 1993 when I enlisted till 2012. When I got out, I was dipping the whole entire time. I got out of the military in 2012, but I still continued that addiction. It was a running joke in the Army where my soldiers would say, Sergeant Spakeman, the only time he did not have a dip in his mouth was when he was changing his dip cell. And could not be mad about that. It was true. It was a bad addiction. I tried many, many times and failed. The VA and the government, they give you certain things and tools. They gave me the gum. They gave me the gum many, many times. But you just get addicted to the gum. And then you get addicted to the gum, and for some reason, which is the dumbest philosophy in all of getting someone to quit, is the gum is more expensive than the actual tobacco. Make that make sense. The gum they give you to quit your addiction costs more than the actual tobacco that you're addicted to. That don't make sense. That is ridiculous. That is stupid and ridiculous. Why? Because they making money off of addicts. That's the only reason. Come on. The government and the pharmaceutical, they make money off your addiction. So, yeah, if you want to quit tobacco, the gum is going to cost 5 times as much as the tobacco cost. And you're going to quit using the gum because it's too too stupidly expensive to do it. But when it came time to the Appalachian Trail, though, the one thing the Appalachian Trail last year did, because I'm on my second year doing the Appalachian Trail, the one thing it did tell me to do was I need to quit dipping because the logistics. And I'm very picky. Like I dipped tobacco. I didn't smoke. I dipped tobacco, and I'm very particular. I was very particular. I have one brand, one type, one flavor, one mode. Like that's all I like. If I ran out of a dip, I had a bum a dip from somebody. It would give me the nicotine, but I was just the flavor, whatever. Like I had my own brand, own flavor, and I'm like the logistics I would have to go through to make sure on trail that I always had my stuff. The chances I would have to take that I couldn't get my stuff, it it was just crazy to make sure that that all worked out. Not to mention, it was an expensive habit. I no lie, this is not an exaggeration. I spent over $400 a month just on my nicotine habit. That's it. And that's just an average. You know, $400 a month, more or less. Yeah. Like, that's retarded. Excuse the word, but it is. And I'm like, I'd rather have that money in my budget for the trail. I mean, I'd really needed that, especially last year. You think about last year when I got injured and and I was spending money at hostels and stuff. Yeah, that money actually mattered. That $400 came into play very quickly. So I definitely I'm glad I quit. It took me a while. I mean, I literally locked myself in my house and told all my friends, all my family, everybody, just leave me alone. Don't call, don't text, don't come knock on my door. I stayed in my. I didn't listen to the news. I didn't watch sports. Anything that could get me remotely upset, I did not do for about a month and a half until I completely got 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 off that initial Nick Fit that Nick Fit time frame, and but I did break that habit, and the only reason I'm saying this video now is because you can do it. If I was able to do it, you can, and it doesn't take much. I mean, it does take. Let me rephrase that. Okay, it doesn't take much, as in it's not going to cost you anything to do it. I mean, it's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to take a lot of really bad, like you really have to. It takes work, but it takes dedication, and if you want to do it, you can do it. And on trail this year on March 1st, which was 27 days ago for me, right? What is the day's date? Let me see. Oh, what's the day's date? Oh. All right. Anyway, I'm just going to say I couldn't get it. But 27 days ago, this past month, it's been 2 years completely free. Complete, for me, Nick free. And I didn't break it once. I didn't fall to it. I didn't, not once did I try or want to, or, well, I'm not going to say I didn't want to, but I didn't break it and go use or take anything. But and I'm glad I did. I really did. One, the money in my pocket's nice, but two, also just, I mean, just not having to depend on that. Not being in a tough situation where I'm being stressed out, where I'm like, oh, I gotta go partake. I have to go use. I have to take something. I have not to get angry or be like, oh, I gotta go get something to calm me. I don't do that anymore, and I'm much rather enjoy that. I enjoy not having that. Um, it's nice not having to do anything to cope. Very much better. I mean, I like it. So if you are struggling with quitting nicotine, I mean, just work with it. Just do it. Sometimes you have to fight and fight against those urges and fight against that. I mean, when I quit, when I went cold turkey, it wasn't easy. I mean, of course, I wanted something all the time. Something made me mad, I wanted it. Something upset me, I wanted it. If I was nervous, scared, afraid, anxious, I wanted it. No, but those cravings start to lessen the further you get away from using the nicotine as a mechanism for coping. And I'm glad I did. So I don't know if I help anybody or if I'm talking to anybody and anybody makes sense of what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure some of you who are using are probably like, go off, bro. You know, don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing. I'm like, first off, I do. I do. I was beholden to the addiction for most of my, before I was even an adult, since I was 17. I was in seventh grade. I was 17 years old and in school still, and I was beholden to nicotine. So, I mean, and I'm old now, so I, I reserve the right to say that I was, was beholden and controlled by that substance. But you can do it. But man, March of this year, for March 1st, 2 years nicotine free. Happy I am, glad I am, and I don't want to go back. I really don't. Does it mean when you quit and 2 years later, do you still get that urge? I still do. I absolutely still do. There's moments, but here's the cool thing: when you just quit, those urges seem like hours long, but it's like a wave. At first, it's a big wave, a big long wave where it feels like hours. But 2 years later, those waves aren't waves anymore. They're just a little ripple. Somebody tossed a stone out there, and bloop, boop, nicotine, and then it's gone. Like a little ripple, boom, it's gone. I mean, I get them every once in a while. I'm not gonna lie. You will get them. You will have those little ripples. The When you first quit, they are big waves. The longer you resist and deal without taking part of it, they become ripples. and smaller ripples and smaller waves, smaller ripples, and then eventually, like for me right now, over 2 years, it's like a bloop, a little pebble in a pond, and all of a sudden it's like, no, I want to. No, I don't want to dip. Maybe 8 hours later, ooh, a little ripple. Ooh, I want to dip. No, I don't want to dip. Like a ripple, you see it, you notice it, you acknowledge it, and then boom, you don't want it no more. I mean, that's the difference. That's the difference. Is being able to acknowledge the ripple and dismiss it and say, nope, don't want it. That is the awesome part of it. To be able to walk away from something like that and just say, yeah, doesn't bother me none. But it's an addiction, and it's an addiction that can be beat. And if you want to do it, you can do it. And I don't. Anybody who's watching this who's addicted to nicotine, you absolutely can beat it. There's nobody who can't. And I hope that if any of you are addicted to it, or even you just, maybe you don't think you're addicted to it, but you're just partaking in it because it's a cool thing to do. It's what you do around your friends and what your friends do. It's not worth the health risk. Let's be healthy together. Let's not do anything that can harm our health. Synthetic nicotine, which is the polyacrylates nicotine that's in gum, nicotine gum, and the polyacrylates nicotine that's in Zyn and all the other, and in vapes and all the other things that is nicotine but not tobacco nicotine, they're actually worse. They are actually worse. The nicotine polyacrylates, which is what's in Nicorette or nicotine gum, is actually worse than the nicotine itself. It's a fake synthetic nicotine. It's more highly addictive and actually causes more harm long term. It actually has more medical side effects than just smoking or dipping. Nicotine is not meant to be in your body, and it can harm you. So let's get off nicotine. Anyway, I'm going to stop this. I didn't mean to talk almost 20 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and end this now. But 2 years I've been nicotine free. You can get there too. Work for it, earn it, achieve it, do it, conquer it. Everybody can. If I did it, you can. Trust me. The biggest wussy. But I did it. You can do it too. Take care. And get off nicotine.